Well, welcome to the inaugural symposium of the Center for Bionics and Pain Research. My name is Max Ortiz Catalan. I'm the founding director, and the Center for Bionics and Pain Research is an multidisciplinary engineering and medical collaboration between Chalmers University of Technology, Sahlgrenska University Hospital, and the Sahlgrenska Academy at the University of Gothenburg. So we will open with a few words from the heads of each of these institutions, starting with Professor Agneta Holmäng, who is joining us online.
Dear Max. Dear colleagues and friends, dear Max, I am most honored to have been asked to say a few words at the inauguration of the Center for Bionics and Pain Research. This is really a very important event. Allow me to start by reading from the website of the center. Science and technology have the potential to improve human well-being when intentionally directed to do so. Max, you were very early in your endeavor working towards this goal. Already in 2016, when you became assistant professor at the Department of Electrical Engineering at Chalmers, you initiated the Biomechatronic and Neurorehabilitation Laboratory, BNL. And the purpose was to research and develop technologies to restore quality of life to individuals after limb loss or motor impairments. You also realized early on that in order to achieve this ambitious goal, it requires knowledge from diverse scientific and engineering disciplines. I think that thanks to this early insight, the members of the Center for Bionics and Pain Research have different backgrounds such as electronics, physics, computer sciences, mechanics, and medicine, among others, also including members from the social sciences aiming to understand the impact of technology developed on individuals and their community. As a consequence and natural continuation of this preparatory work, the Center for Bionics and Pain Research was established last year. It is a multidisciplinary engineering and medical collaboration between Chalmers University of Technology, Sahlgrenska University Hospital, and Sahlgrenska Academy at the University of Gothenburg, under the direction of Professor Max Ortiz. I am, of course, very proud and happy for this interdisciplinary research center established here in Gothenburg, thanks to generous donation from IngaBritt and Arne Lundberg Research and Promobilia Foundations. The aim is to promote the further development and clinical implementation of novel technologies to treat sensory and motor impairments, such as amputations or nerve injuries. This will help patients regain quality of life through world-leading technologies and treatments developed by engineering and medical professionals working closely together. Located at Sahlgrenska University Hospital campus, near reality, I think that the conditions are very good so that the patients in need can be helped. Finally, I would like to congratulate and wish, in particular Max, but also all others involved, good luck to this Center for Bionics and Pain Research. And I would also like to congratulate Max to have recently been promoted to be full professor at Chalmers, and also take the opportunity to invite you, Max, to be guest professor at Sahlgrenska Academy at University of Gothenburg. So lots of luck to the Center for Bionics and Pain Research, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Holmäng. Very much appreciated. So now we continue with Professor Anders Palmqvist. He's the Vice President for Research and Areas of Advance at Chalmers University of Technology.
Thank you very much, Max, and dear colleagues and friends. It's a great pleasure for me and an honor to be here today to say a little bit about Chalmers and about this center. So Chalmers University of Technology, we promote scientific discoveries as well as knowledge and technical solutions for a sustainable world. Through global commitment and entrepreneurship, we foster an innovative spirit in close collaboration with the wider society. Chalmers was founded in 1829 by William Chalmers and has the motto today, as it did then, Avancez, forward. But our operations have certainly evolved since then, and with our areas of advance, we have established strong, challenge-driven thematic platforms for strategic development and long-term collaborations that target specific challenges often directly relevant to industry and society. The areas of advance also offer common access to cutting-edge research infrastructures, as well as to our research centra. At the same time, our departments represent a continuous source of expertise. And in this interplay between the departments and the areas of advance, that enables us to mobilize all aspects of our operations. But sometimes, we need to establish research centra outside our own campus to ensure that the best possible conditions are provided to carry out the research for the benefit of society. The CBPR is such a center, where the research is so complex that competencies from both the technical and the medical disciplines need to come together and work closely hand in hand to develop and solve medical engineering technologies that can be clinically implemented to help patients in need. Having seen for myself the happiness of a couple of patients that have been receiving treatment from the center to stimulate movement of frozen limbs or the possibility to control the movement of a bionic arm, it is clear to me what a positive impact this research has on the everyday life of such patients. I'm therefore very proud that Chalmers has been part of making this possible in supporting Max and his team in their work, and I'm very grateful for the collaboration that has now been firmly established between Chalmers, Sahlgrenska University Hospital and the Sahlgrenska Academy at the University of Gothenburg, and for the generous donations and financial support by the Promobilia Foundation and the IngaBritt and Arne Lundberg's Foundation to establish this multidisciplinary center and support its research activities. I look very much forward to seeing the continuous research and development, but also the educational aspects in our new programs for engineers and physicians coming out from CBPR in the future for the benefit of patients and the society at large. And I want to ensure you that you have Chalmers' full support for this. I wish you all the best success with the CBPR, and I'm sure you will now have a few days of exciting science to discuss during this conference. So I finish with our saying, Avancez, forward to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Anders. And finally, we have Professor Anne-Marie Wennberg Larkö, who is the director of the Sahlgrenska University Hospital. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm very glad to be here today and to be able to take part in this inauguration. And I thank Professor Max Ortiz and the organizers for inviting me. And I will say that one of my favorite slides when I'm out giving different talks is the one where I start by showing a healthcare worker, like this. And then I show a picture of a person working in the technology or engineering field, like this. And finally, I show a picture of those two merging together, because this is what happens when healthcare, life science, technology, and engineering are working together. Magic is performed. And that is what we will see and take part of today, and that is what will happen here in this house, in Sweden, and internationally. So I'm really happy. So the future demand in healthcare needs this mix of competence. And today we can see it here in this CBPR center, and that is a strength. And that is also why me and some others took the initiative to start a program called Innovation and Technology for specialty training physicians. And the mission of this center is to develop and clinically implement technologies to eliminate disability and pain due to the sensory motor impairment. And with this working together, engineering and medical people in collaboration between Chalmers, University of Technology, Sahlgrenska University Hospital, and Sahlgrenska Academy at the University of Gothenburg. And Sahlgrenska University Hospital, it is one of the largest hospitals in Europe, an international center of excellence in many medical disciplines. And as a university hospital, we have an important task to further develop healthcare. And the Center for Bionics and Pain Research is an excellent example of how we solve this task together. And I usually say that the science of yesterday is the common practice of today, and the science of today will be the common practice of tomorrow. And according to OECD, Swedish medical results are among the best in the world. And I'm proud to say that the clinical research performed at our university hospital is the best in Sweden. And we have paper on this, and this is according to a recent evaluation. But we also face great challenges. Among others, access for our patient is one of them. And I'm convinced that gathering expertise around the patient with centers like this, CBPR, will bring excellent research, new innovations, and better healthcare to our patients. And finally, I would like to thank you all, and also Promobilia Foundation and the Lundberg Foundation. And I am really looking forward to follow the results and meet with you, and also wish you all the best and good luck, and thank you.
Thank you. The establishment of CBPR was largely thanks to funding by the Promobilia Foundation, and the Promobilia Foundation has been supporting my research for several years now, and it's been a very good collaboration over these years. So to say some words about the Promobilia Foundation, we have Eva Larsson, who is the board member and acting chairman of the board.
Då ska vi pröva. Hörs jag? Ja. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, researchers and friends. The Promobilia Foundation was founded in 1965 by Dr. Palmqvist in order to develop an electric-driven wheelchair, which later became the well-known Promobilia. The leading idea for Palmqvist was to give the disabled a possibility to come out by themselves in streets and places to meet friends and visit shops, be out in the nature, to be independent and find freedom. After 40 years of development and establishment of the wheelchair in Sweden and other European countries, as well as in the United States, the foundation accepted a sales offer and received an important sum of money to be used to support research for disabled, especially what concern mobility. The aim of the foundation is still the same, helping disabled to live as others. Our story tells us that a great human idea can develop to be used for many people and finally give the platform in our foundation that now can reach new ideas and research for improving life for disabled. It will be carried on. As the foundation through the years has taken part in research of Chalmers driven by Professor Max Ortiz Catalan, as well as Sahlgrenska Care, with Carina Reinholtz in charge, it is with great pleasure and high expectation that Promobilia now takes part as economic co-founder in this integrated project between Chalmers, Sahlgrenska, and Gothenburg University. The research within the Center for Bionic and Pain Research has the same value basis as once had Promobilia, to lead a more independent life for the disabled. The foundation also appreciates the synergy in the project. The research comes closer to the patient, what probably means good result in shorter time. And that's a good favor for the patient. Promobilia wish all the best for a good progress in this exciting project, the Center for Bionic and Pain Research. Good luck.
We have a small present for you. I can take the microphone from you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Eva. It's been a pleasure to work with you and Kai and the rest of the members of the board of the Promobilia Foundation. We very much appreciate all the support for all these years. And also the establishment of this center was very well supported by the IngaBritt and Arne Lundberg Foundation, and we have the chairman of the board, Christina Backman, to speak a few words about the foundation. Please, Christina.
Dear conference participants, you know, I'm the chairman of IngaBritt and Arne Lundberg's research foundation. The foundation was founded in 1982, so it's not so old. It was founded by IngaBritt Lundberg to honor the memory of her husband, Arne Lundberg. Arne Lundberg, he was born here in Gothenburg, 1910, and he was the manager and one of the owners of the drug company Fortia, the parent company of Pharmacia, and he died in 1973, so it was like 10 years after she founded the foundation. And as you know, we are very proud sponsors of Max research team and the new center. And we are very proud, you know, because this is a little bit special for us. We normally sponsor you know, research projects, but not together with Chalmers. So it's the first one. And our foundation is a little bit special in another way, because the purpose of the foundation is to promote scientific medical research, mainly dealing with cancer, renal disease, and orthopedics, but not for ordinary project funding, only for purchase of instruments and equipment. And that's a little bit special. And we believe that good equipment is a source of success. And that's why we sponsor UMax and the center. So we are very proud, and we just want to say good luck with all this. Thank you.
We have some. Thank you. Thank you, Christina. Much of the equipment, the infrastructure that we have at the center is thanks to the Lundberg Foundation, and it's certainly very important to be able to carry out the research. We need good people and good equipment.